Yo, what is up guys? This is Troy D from the Troy D 24/7 Mall channel, your source for on point and no hype reviews. Welcome back yet again everybody. We've got another review today on a fragrance that is literally fresh off the shelves guys, and I'm pretty sure this fragrance is a mystery to a lot of y'all. We got it pretty early, we got it quickly, and man, I cannot wait to share to you guys my thoughts and breakdown of this fragrance. Before I continue, please do not forget to like and subscribe guys. Again, we are headed towards 12,000 subscribers. Right now we're at 11,400. So thank you guys and gals for all your support guys, for liking, subscribing, and of course watching the ads, sharing this video. Thank you so much guys, okay? Thank you for all the support. Now this fragrance comes from the house of Louis Vuitton guys, and man, we're stacking up on these Louis Vuitton reviews. I think my Louis Vuitton reviews are getting pretty popular nowadays, and I'm getting a lot of good feedback about them. The last one we did was Pour Oud, which is a Middle Eastern exclusive from Louis Vuitton. And right after that, guess what? They released another one. Now, if you take out Pour Oud, which I think is on a class of its own, you've got four right here, okay? This is the fourth installment from Louis Vuitton's Middle Eastern perfumes. I have reviewed all of them, from Ombre Nomade to Lisa Rose and Nuit de Faux. This is the fourth one right here. We've got the official sample, and I was pretty shocked guys at how quickly this came. So I ordered this from London, England. So, you know, that's really interesting. Like, as of right now, this is a Gulf exclusive, a Middle East exclusive, but I got this one from London, England. And you know why, guys? Because I'm pretty sure that, you know, they are opening the market over there as well for Middle Eastern perfumes. If you guys go to London, for example, and you go to Selfridges, or if you go to Harrods, you know, you're really going to get a similar feel to Dubai. Okay, with a lot of Middle Eastern buyers, a lot of strong Middle Eastern perfumes, really taking up all the airspace in these huge department stores. So it's not really a surprise, guys, that I got this in London. This is none other than Fleur du Desert. Fleur du Desert right here by Louis Vuitton, guys. I'm just gonna call it Desert Flower, okay? That's the direct English translation of Fleur du Desert. It's it's Desert Flower. I'm gonna refer to it as this. This fragrance right here is the latest Louis Vuitton fragrance, guys. And you know, as you guys know, Louis Vuitton has been pumping out a lot of real good ones, and I would say that at this point they are invading the fragcom space. Initially, they had made these perfumes as just, you know, accessories to, you know, buying clothing and bags and shoes from them. But I think now they have released some pretty good ones that, you know, these fragrances would directly compete with the actual niche brands in perfumery right now. Now, Desert Flower, Fleur du Desert, I would say that the presentation of this is amazing. This is now a grape colored bottle that I think is perfect for presentation purposes right there. Louis Vuitton bottles are just amazing. They got this cylindrical look. Very minimalist, guys, but they look amazing, of course, with the LV logo at the cap. And as you guys know, you can refill these in your local Louis Vuitton flagship stores, guys. Okay, so Fleur du Desert, guys, right here, Desert Flower. Clearly, if you look at the grape colored bottle, if you look at the wording, Desert Flower, y'all know this was made for women. Okay, this is made for women, and I'm gonna start off by saying this is straight up a femme fragrance. So women, listen up. And for the guys, especially the guys that maybe are in the Middle East and you're looking for gifts, something to give to maybe your wife, significant other, your mom, guys, listen up, okay? Because I'm gonna give you guys some really good feedback on this fragrance right here, Desert Flower. Now, before we continue, let's go spray this thing right now. Now, Fleur du Desert, what can you expect from this fragrance right here, guys? Okay, this one right here obviously is going to be a floral fragrance. Okay, it's going to be a floral fragrance, and it is dominated by basically 3 floral notes that are of the highest quality. They are from Grasse. Okay, Grasse in France is basically where you can get the most, the highest quality floral notes, especially the jasmine. You are going to get 3 right here. You're going to get rose, and specifically it's Centifola rose. Also gonna get jasmine, both from Grasse, and then you're also gonna get orange blossom absolute, guys. Okay, and I know if you looked at Fragrantica or Parfumo or wherever, I'm sure you're thinking like, wait, where was the honey and the cinnamon that's supposed to be on the top notes? Guys, the thing about Louis Vuitton, guys, is that, when they put out the notes on their fragrances, they're definitely random. They're definitely at random. And a lot of these sites like Fragrantica and Parfumo, they really don't have it at the right chronological sequence, I would say. And this is after I've been trying all these LV fragrances for about a couple of years. I'll tell you right now that the top notes are gonna be these 3. It's gonna be your Centifolia rose, it's gonna be your jasmine, and then it's gonna be your orange blossom right here. Now let's go describe this, because this is going to be majority of the fragrance. First and foremost, guys, Centifolia rose. So the first smell that you're gonna really capture is going to be that Centifolia rose. I would say that in the beginning it smells like a dark rose, but then it is immediately joined by jasmine. Okay, and again, this is jasmine from Grasse. It's the highest quality jasmine. It is supposedly a fresh indolic, floral scent. But then again, you are dealing with rose right here. So what really happens here is that the jasmine is simply a nice balancer. Okay, it gives you the white floral jasmine smell, balances out that dark rose. And that Centifolia rose, I mean, this is something I really got to talk about. It is a soft, powdery rose. Okay, it's soft, it's powdery, it's dark. It gets pulled in by the jasmine, guys. And I would say that the combination of these two, it's like the Centifolia rose and the jasmine, is going to be the focal point of not only this review, but once you get one of these samples, or maybe you go to the Louis Vuitton boutique to try it, you'll notice that that's really what the focus is of this fragrance right here. Now, for a lot of Western noses, or those who are outside of the Middle East, who don't understand the culture out there, I think that you're not gonna get a positive feel out of this first impression, simply because it is not girly. It's not girly, it's not impactful, it's not like a vibrant blast of anything. Matter of fact, it's just very conservative, actually, in the way that it comes out. It's more on the deep and mysterious side of a woman. And if you add the almost like that conservative, non-vibrant, non-loud smell, then, if you've been to the Middle East, you know that, a lot of the women out there present themselves that way. Even the wealthy women who, present themselves, they still present themselves as conservative with that deep, dark, mysterious look. And, it's not going to be like that attention getter that most Western people would think when they smell women's fragrances. It's not like a lingering, fruity, sweet scent. It's gonna be that powdery, dark rose, guys, with jasmine. It's got the stamp of the Middle East right there. And like I said, it's deep, mysterious, dark, and very conservative in the way that it feels. Now, shortly after that jasmine hits, you are going to get orange blossom absolute, guys. Okay, and again, this is another note, another floral note, a key note that adds another whiff right there, again with that powdery rose. I mean, really, it's a lot like rose petal, I would say. Like if you've ever had those fragrances where the note is rose petal, where it's kind of like a light rose that's just up in the air. It's very similar to that. And the trio really lasts quite a while, with the orange blossom adding that sweetness and added whiffs. Now, the thing about this floral combination, without me really delving deep and really thinking about the perspective of the Middle East, my first impression was, it smells like scented Kleenex. Okay, and I don't even know if they make these things anymore. All I know was my grandma used to buy a lot of these like scented Kleenex wipes, and you know, I would have the sniffles and sometimes I would use them. And I didn't see the point of why you would have these floral scented napkins. But yeah, it smells like that because of the powdery nature, sort of like that light nature of the rose plus the jasmine and the orange blossom. It really does smell like that. A lot of people are comparing this to, you know, like a Glade floral freshener. And I mean, you are also gonna get sort of like a fabric softener feel because of that light floral powderiness. But yeah, for me, it's like that. It initially smelled to me kind of like the scented Kleenex napkins or scented tissue paper that my grandma used to own. Okay, so definitely I would say that this leans more mature. But then again, like I said, in the Middle East, even the younger women really dress conservatively, at least in Abu Dhabi, places I've been, Abu Dhabi and some parts of Dubai. Women do dress conservatively. They present themselves like that. And so with that being said, I don't think it's a youth thing, but definitely I would say it leans a lot more mature because of this kind of smell right here. Now going into the mid, guys, this is where the honey and cinnamon actually comes in. Okay, so they probably got it reversed. The honey obviously picks up from the jasmine smell. Okay, the jasmine smell goes into the honey being the bridge note from the jasmine. And of course the cinnamon, which is like the spice, the cinnamon spice, does pick up from obviously the rose right there. Okay, so cinnamon and honey are gonna be your slight bridge notes right here, headed into the next set of notes. It's actually sort of under the radar, guys, and they're not gonna be like super standout notes because the floral notes are still gonna be blazing. It's just that they're nice bridge notes into the dry down notes or the base notes. Now going into the base, guys, let's talk about oud. Okay, so oud right here is part of the base notes. I know it's gonna be a point of contention. A lot of people are gonna be really curious about the oud right here. And if you look at the very few amounts of literature about this fragrance, you'll see some that, you know, are gonna be saying that this is oud Assam. And the thing about it is that the pure oud was the real oud Assam. Okay, that's for me like the pure oud that we just reviewed. That was the real one. And when I read that this one had oud, I was wondering if we were gonna get the same type of animalic barnyard oud. Now the oud right here, guys, is basically a dark, non-animalic, maybe even slightly smoky oud. Okay, and is really gonna be undercover. It's not even like a monster blast of oud. I think that it's very sensual and mysterious. It definitely continues the mystique from the beginning with the rose. You're gonna get that non-animalic, like I said, dark and smoky oud wood right there. Okay, and you know, it's not even as powerful as incense, but definitely the woodiness starts coming in right after those bridge notes of cinnamon and honey, and is going to be accompanied by yet another sensual note, which is musk mallow. So the sweetness is going to be there, slight sweetness, but then it's going to get musky. It's going to be slightly dark, woody, smoky. And then boom, here comes the amber. Okay, so this one has amber as well. It's not a surprise because the amber picks up from the honey and cinnamon. And it's a lovely dry down. Okay, so you could say that either this is a fade to black continuation or gradient from this fragrance, or you could also say that the entire character of Desert Flower is that mysterious, sensual, conservative, even maybe romantic smell of the Middle Eastern woman, okay, or just the Middle East in general. It's not gonna get interpreted nicely by Western noses or people or women that are expecting, I don't know, something girly, something that they can use on casual instances, because it's not. It's really an ode to the Middle East, the women of the Middle East, I think that it really does encompass the character of the women of the Middle East, without a doubt, guys. Okay, and that's why I said in the beginning, if you're a guy looking for a gift that you can give to a woman that, you know, really embodies that character, I think that this is perfect right here, guys. Now, performance wise, I can't say nothing bad about this fragrance. I think that you're gonna get a nice sillage, a nice scent trail with the beautiful top-notch floral notes emanating from you, as well as that slightly smoky oud wood right there with that amber. You could have just put incense here too and it would match, but it's a nice scent trail, guys. I mean, without a doubt, it's not weak at all. Longevity is around 10 to 12 hours, significant scent. And I'm not including skin scent right there, okay? I'm talking about 10 to 12 hours of a nice sillage around me where I can literally still smell it. And I think that that's more than enough, guys, okay? Great sillage, great longevity, 10 to 12 hours significant scent. I think that's more than enough for a lot of women out there looking for a perfume that performs. Ultimately, I think that you guys and gals should test this fragrance. And I think it will grow on you. That's for sure. I think that in the beginning, when you first try this fragrance, you might not get the same wow effect as trying Ombre Nomade or Nuit de Feu or Lisa Rose. But then if you understand the character of this being the desert flower, the flowers in the middle of the desert, or you could say the Middle Eastern woman in the middle of the Gulf, I think that you're gonna start understanding this fragrance, why it is the way it is, after maybe 3 or 4 or 5 wears. So I mean, I urge you guys to try it, because with this like little official sample right there, which I'm sure you can get this at LV, I would say that this lasts a long time because you don't need a lot of sprays, probably 3 sprays max. So this sample is more than enough for you to try this 4, 5, 6 times, and you know, to give you guys a feel if you like it eventually. Okay, so that is it. That is my review of Fleur du Desert by Louis Vuitton, guys. Okay, yet another Gulf fragrance right here, another Gulf exclusive or Middle Eastern fragrance. If you have tried this in the Gulf, let me know on the comments below what y'all think. Did you guys like get repulsed by the sort of like gray, non-impactful start? And did this grow on you after a few more sprays? Let me know on the comments below. And again, feel free to check out all my Louis Vuitton fragrance reviews. I got a ton of them, guys, and eventually I'm gonna take over all of them. I'm definitely gonna do a review on every single one of them. I'm gonna link some at the end of the video, guys, so feel free to check those out. And again, do not forget to like and subscribe. Appreciate you guys, appreciate all the love, guys. Let's continue doing that and make this channel grow. And until then, this is Troy D. I'll see you guys on the next video. Have a great day. Peace.